Everyone, welcome back to Monster Hunter Portable 3rd. And we are all set. Of course we're ready to set. We better be ready to set. I'm starting the episode. We are continuing on. We're going to go after good old Tigrex. And I think I said it was the desert at night, or the plains at night. I don't remember. But I'm just going to go with the items that give me here in camp. Because I didn't care to grab any drinks this time. It is night. Beautiful. So, I don't know why I picked up the map. I really don't need it in this anymore. But we'll pick up that easy shock trap because that'll create an opening for us at some point. What am I doing? Okay. Paintball is what I want. Because I don't know where Tigrex starts. I don't know if he starts in 4 or in 3. I think he starts in one of those. Yeah, here we go. The first time we fight Tigrex in this game. On camera, I should say. Oof, I don't know, I love that. I like Tigrex. I like his design. I'm not a big fan of fighting him. Though he's not as bad in this version, or in this generation, as he was in like Freedom Unite. This is a big Tigrex. This is a pretty big Tigrex. So, if you remember Tigrex from Al from Freedom Unite, he hasn't changed a whole lot. He is still susceptible to poison fairly well. He actually does eat meat, so bringing like a tinged meat or poison meat or even drugged meat actually is pretty viable against him. He loves to run around, especially when he's angry. He also loves to get angry. He is very weak to thunder. He is also pretty weak to dragon as well. Though thunder is definitely better than dragon fight him with. It's actually why I'm using my switch axe here as opposed to my dragon dual blades, because other than those dual blades, there's no other dragon weapon that I have that's actually really worth using at the moment. There aren't many dragon weapons in this game, at least none that I've come across. The dragon element seems to be pretty well exclusive to the I want to say the crystalline weapons sort of thing. It's like the weapons you tend to fight or find more often than make. I would say. I can't speak. But like for example, the switch axe, there's the I think it's called the dragon. The rough edge or rough divide or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. It doesn't have dragon on its own, but it has a dragon file on it, so you get some dragon damage while in sword mode. Other than that, the dragon dual blades that I made, those are pretty much the only dragon weapons that I've seen. There's 2 of them, outside of like dragon shots for different guns. I know there's got to be more dragon weapons in the game. I'm not looking at anything other than the weapons that I'm currently using for the playthrough. So those are the only 2 that I've seen. Although I think possibly one of the hunting horns can go dragon. I'm not 100% sure though. I could be misremembering or confusing it with generations. Because what's the hunting horn there? It's Raytheon's hunting horn in Monster Hunter Generations. When you turn it to gold Raytheon, it gets the dragon element. Excuse me, it takes on the dragon element and loses the fire and becomes dragon. But I don't believe that's the case in this game. I think her hunting horn stays fire when you go down the gold path. That's even if you have a branching path in this. I'm not sure if you do. I don't remember. I don't know if I have Raytheon's hunting horn, to be honest. I honestly don't remember. Aha! I dodged. I wasn't expecting to. That worked out nicely. And so, just to talk about weaknesses, I guess we might as well, since I'm running around fighting this thing. I honestly can't remember if his tail is considered a weak point. It might not be weak enough to be considered one, but it's definitely a good spot to attack if you're using cutting weapon. If anything, or if for any other reason than just to reduce the range he has on that little spin. But his head and neck, those are very good places. His claws, I don't remember if they're actually weak points as well, but that's a pretty good place to attack when you're using cutting weapons. If you're using an impact weapon, go for the head. Like any other monster, if you're using the impact weapon, like, you really only should be attacking the head. Otherwise, you're... oh, good. You're not making use of your innate ability to KO monsters. But he got his jaws stuck on that. And that was sloppy on my part. I saw that coming a mile away. Okay, I was about to say, that tail has got to come off. And I should not be doing this here and now. I did not mean to do that. I had actually meant to do a draw attack into my sword, but I screwed up my input. I guess I missed the I missed the button. Well, there goes that other claw. How did I miss literally all of those attacks? Oh, he's leaving. Well, this is why I have first aid meds. He's going to eat, I think. Okay, let's I don't think I'm going to be able to stop him. I think he's already eaten. I can't tell from here if he's still drooling. Oh, he's still drooling. Perfect. No, he's not. He's not drooling anymore. He's already eaten. Oh well. I don't think he'll have I don't think he'll have too much left. Oh boy. Because like I said earlier, he is very weak to thunder. Oh, of course he had to rage. Oh, I don't know how I didn't get hit there. Or there. Oh my god, calm the hell down, man. And welcome to Tigrex Angry. Where he does nothing but, thank you Rhinopolis, but move. God, he's limping already? I say that, but I just finished saying earlier that he can't have that much left. Oh my god. Can I make up my mind, please? Can I? I probably can't. If I remember, actually I was about to say, if I remember right, he sleeps in, I think he sleeps in 11, where pretty much every other creature on the map sleeps. Oh no, he sleeps in 7. I stand corrected. He sleeps in 7. And of course, Grey Jaggy sleeps up in 5. Oh, he's not asleep yet. I did not wait nearly long enough. Oh well. Did he just calm down? He may have. He did not. Camera, what is happening? Might regret doing this. Oh, he missed. Alright. Come say hi. You are in that trap, buddy. Oh, wow. Once again, I knew he was close, but I thought he had a little more than that. Oh well. I say oh well like I'm disappointed. Oh man. Oh, that was Tigrex. Really didn't change him a whole lot from Freedom Unite into the third generation, essentially, from second gen to third gen. However, he is... It's funny because he really didn't change much, but I feel like he's easier to fight in this game. And I'm not entirely sure why. I think maybe just in general this game is a little more polished than Freedom Unite. Better hitboxes, maybe. That's probably the biggest thing. Is Tigrex is one of the big guilty guys of terrible hitboxes, getting hit from nothing, getting massive chip damage as he's just kind of turning around, and that seems to be very toned down in comparison in this game from the last. So, and I can't compare to Tri. I've never actually played Monster Hunter Tri, so maybe it's basically the same as in Tri. I know 3 Ultimate is basically the same as this when it comes to those sort of things. It might be a little more polished, but I don't believe it is. Well, I'm going to finish up with the... I'm going to take care of the farm stuff, and then I'll meet you back for the next quest, which I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. Stay tuned. Okay, we are ready to go. I can't. Complete thoughts in me just don't happen, everyone. We are set up to go hunting, all right. We're gonna go hunt ourselves an Agnactor, which is one of my favorite monsters in the series, actually. And he's actually kind of fun to gun. So he is in the volcano, as he's always in hot areas. Actually, I'll rephrase that. He's always in volcanic areas. I did not need to do that. Alright, let's get rid of those, because I don't have a lot of space. Okay. So, I love this guy. I don't know why I like him so much. His weapons, actually, his weapons are good. I've been using his switch axe. The fire switch axe that I've been using is his. I have his dual blades as well, I just haven't upgraded them fully, sort of thing. But I love this guy's weapons. They have good raw, good element, and they have a good affinity. And as you can see, he's got this nice magma coating that has cooled, and that definitely comes into play when he is... I didn't take a cold drink yet. And I do actually want to paintball him just to keep track of him better. Oh good, he put his tail in the way. I was going to miss that. So when he when his magma armor hardens like this, you need white sharpness, I believe, not to bounce. So gunning this guy is pretty nice because you don't have to worry about bouncing. You can just shoot him. Although when he's armored, he does significantly less damage because he's, you know, it's actually armored. And as you can see, if he sticks himself into lava, he heats up. So that's what you wanna. That's what you want him to do. And when you get into... Uh-oh. Ooh, good. Oh, that was great. Horrible miss on my part. You get into high rank, if you're playing through this in the high rank, or even if you're playing any other game with Agnactor in it, in high rank, his armor hardens super quickly. Even quicker if you're playing, like if he is in G rank, if you're playing a game that has that, it gets ridiculous. Okay, perfect. And if you actually notice there, he was charging up to fire a laser. He fired it earlier. When he does that, that big fire beam heats up his beak as well as his chest. So if he's hardened, once he does that, he'll actually those areas will be soft again. So it's something to watch for. Because sometimes, oh, that was stupid of me. Sometimes he goes into areas where he doesn't necessarily go close to other rings or magma pools or whatnot, so he doesn't heat up in that way. However, anytime he digs, he does come out hot. So you don't have to worry about him if he's in an area like a cavern or something like that. You don't have to worry about him never always having the hard armor is what I'm trying to say. Like, he will dig and basically heat himself or heal himself off so you can, you know, I can't speak. You know what I'm trying to say, so he won't bounce, what I'm trying to say, it's just not coming out right. And so as far as weakness and stuff go, I'm using water shots for a reason. Oh god damn it. As you can probably guess, he's weak to water. He's also weak to ice, but not as much. Dragon, I think, is also half decent against him. But you definitely want to be using water on him over anything else. And as far as what area on him is weakest to hit, I don't know. His head, for sure. And other than that, I'm pretty sure his chest is probably a weak point as well. But I don't really know. I haven't really. It's been a long time since I've fought him. Actually, it's been a long time since I've looked up his stats, and I don't think I've ever fought him with weakness exploit and a weapon that doesn't already have affinity. So it's kind of hard to gauge what parts of him are actually weak and really good to hit, sort of thing. Oh my god! Oh my god! Where am I aiming? I like how fast that broke. Although one thing I do remember, if you're trying to get claws from this guy, I'm not sure if it's the case in this game particular. I'm pretty sure if you just break claws, any claw, you'll get a chance at them. I know in later games, like 3 Ultimate for example, if you want to get claws from this guy, you actually have to break all 4 claws in order to get a chance for break reward for claws. So he can be a little bit of a pain to get those. And we're going to switch over to ice because we ran out of water shots. Thank you, Renopolis. Oh my god! Didn't think he would come straight at me like that. Wow, he's... Yeah, he's going a little... Oh, of course. I should have reloaded instead of shooting. So this guy, like other creatures that burrow, when he's going around in the ground, like swimming around in the ground like that, if he's not raged, you can stun him with a sonic bomb. Kind of flop him out onto the ground. I don't usually do it because most of the time when I try it doesn't work. Usually because he's either raged or, I don't know, I guess I'm timing it wrong, because there's instances when he's swimming around on the ground like that where even if he's not raged, you can't get him with a sonic bomb, and I honestly, oh my god, Banabra, I can't tell the difference myself, so it tends to happen by fluke, so I don't bother. And actually, one thing that Beamy just did there's a note to make. If you're playing this on high rank, or once again, if you're playing like 3 Ultimate, or even Generations Ultimate, where he is in that game as well, if you're in G rank, as well as high rank, he has this move where he'll fire that beam a little off to his left and sweep right with it. So it comes out mostly the same, but if you pay attention, like you can see the difference in the windup. So if you're not paying attention, you might think you're safe just standing off to the side, but just get caught in the sweep. So it's something to definitely something that you'd want to watch out for. Oh my God, Renopolis! I missed. I don't have to worry about this because he's hungry. So yeah, you can break the magma off him, off his back, off his tail. You can break his chest, his beak. You can break the magma off all 4 of his claws. And once you break the magma off his tail, you can actually sever his tail if you're using cutting weapons. And that is basically everything about this guy in a nutshell. Bombs are probably pretty handy to break his parts and break the magma off him because they do set damage, they ignore defense. So even if he's hardened, if you set a bomb off on him there, like it'll still do it'll still do basically, well, it'll do all of its damage, and it's a nice big hit. You don't have to worry about him having a higher defense on the area because the armor is hardened or the magma's hardened around him. It just ignores that, just lets state damage. So that's something that you might want to use, and that's probably also why they give you bombs in the box to start this. But honestly, I usually just save the bombs for when he finally does go off to sleep. Give him a nice rude awakening with him. Usually it's enough to kill him by the time he goes to sleep. I'm kind of lucky that didn't hit me. Also, if you're too close to him when he lands after coming out like that, he will tremor you. And to be perfectly honest, I'm surprised he didn't tremor me there because that tremor has quite a lot of range to it. And that, or I might be thinking about later games where, oh wow, I didn't know he was almost dead. He didn't limp, did he? I didn't notice him limp. Well, that's Ignactor, everyone. Pretty easy to gun down. Stick to water or ice if you don't have water. And again, also, like I said, Dragon is also kind of good, but water is definitely his top weakness. And that's that. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. That was him. And actually, I never did fight this guy at range until this game. I've never really done a whole lot of gunning outside of these playthroughs that I've done here. Like, I've specifically limited myself to 3 melee weapons and then like specific 1 ranged weapon. Like in this game, I'm using the light bow gun clearly. In Freedom Unite, if you didn't watch my Freedom Unite playthrough, I used the bow in that game. And the next game I do, if I do actually do Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, which is what I'm leaning towards currently, I'll be using the heavy bow gun in that. But like it's a lot of these monsters are a lot of fun to gun, and I just was never really big into gunning before I decided to you know, to force myself to do these ranged weapons. So it's actually quite a lot of fun. Highly recommended if you're playing these games and you've never gunned yourself. Like, pick it up. It's a very different way to play. It's kind of satisfying too. So it's a lot of fun. But anyway, that is going to bring us to a close for today. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you'll come back for whatever goes on next time, because I have no idea what that's going to be, and I probably won't know until the next time I sit down to record. So I'm definitely calling it for today. Take care, you hear. One of these days I won't ramble off on these things, but it's me we're talking about.